Let's see how YouTube is working today. If it's going to work fine or if it's going to just suck. Um, there's a chance it might just suck. But let's see if it's working. Um, I need to finish watching that. Um, all right, let's go live. I hope it's working because we didn't make any revenue yesterday from the Twitch stream that we had, but it was fun. It was really fun to just be on Twitch. So if you guys want to continue to talk on Twitch, we can always talk on Twitch. But I hope that YouTube is working so that we can make some sort of revenue this morning. Um, how's everybody doing today? We got 41 people here so far. 70 people. Wow, that jumped. Okay, we got 70 people that are here so far. Thank you guys for being here. Let's put the poll up like we normally do. Did you hit the like button yet? Yes or no? Ask the community. I'll ask. All right, we got 112 people here, guys. Thank you so much for being here. I will try and get to the good mornings and all that stuff. 10 to 4 coming in loud. Wait, 10-4? Coming in loud and clear? All the way from. All right, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Hey, man, please talk about Lunic volume. The Lunic volume, yeah, we could definitely talk about that. And what we are seeing there, because it is interesting. That's where all of the burns will come from. But I want to say good mornings because it is good morning. Lunic and Luna T to $1. Good morning, make money army. Yeah. What's up, Matt? What's going on? Twitch was a vibe yesterday for sure. Yeah, I definitely liked Twitch yesterday. It was great to be able to have that many people over there. And we gained about 29 more followers over on Twitch. So thank you guys for following there. If we ever have any issues on YouTube, we can definitely go directly to Twitch. And I do want to find more reasons to go over on Twitch. Maybe more Marvel shirts, please. Maybe Iron Man. I would love to have more Marvel shirts, but I don't want to spend any more money. I don't know if you've heard yesterday, but we spend money recklessly. Um, most times, not every month, but some months are actually really um, really as frugal as we can be. Um, are you still in AMC? Yes, I'm still in AMC. I haven't seen if AMC has done anything today. Um, it is down, what, about 8%? That's what AMC is down 8% in the pre-market. We're seeing it drop. Yesterday, it really consolidated, but in the after hours market, it fell down heavily, down to a low of 15 or 16. It's ridiculous how much it's manipulated, but you're seeing it sort of come back. Hopefully, we could see some positivity. Typically, with any type of increase, you are going to see a retracement. And we have seen that retracement a little bit, but we are seeing it come back a little bit from the low of 15 or $16, and now we're seeing it at about $17. So it's making its way back up, but every time we get up to 19 or 20, it finds a way to resist hard. There's a lot of short interest within it, a lot of shorts. It just bothers the hell out of me that they're playing this that hard. Just let it squeeze, and that's all we need, right? Please talk about the major exchange adoption. For lunatics, major exchanges, right now they don't have any major exchanges that they're looking to reach out to. Obviously, they want to be a part of everything for lunatics, but you start with smaller exchanges, especially when you don't have as much volume into it. Like if you had millions of dollars of volume, then yes, you can easily reach out to exchanges because you have marketing money that's going directly towards funding of those exchanges. But right now, you don't see that. So we need people to continue to buy it, continue to gain their profits, whatever you want to do, because what matters is the volume, whether it's in or out, it matters about the volume. Any predictions for the end of the year for Lunic? Well, we need to see this 1.2% burn implemented. If not, I'm sure we're going to see Lunatic's token take a large part in burning, because obviously they're already doing that and continuing to add more and more burning as time goes on to this position if it doesn't get implemented. How do you collect your 4% rewards for Lunatic's token? it should automatically go to your wallet. So I've been receiving, I don't know why it's not coming up. I've been receiving rewards. You can see here that I have 34.3. And I have 21.6 Luna T, but I have 34.3. I started with 34.1 or 34.2. I can't remember what it was, but basically 150 or 100 to 150,000 I've gained since moving 13,000 from Luna T over to Luna Classic. We have predicted volume decrease in the burn plan. We have predicted volume decreasing in the burn plan. Do you have any Luna T to spare for my B day tomorrow? I don't have any Luna T to spare. What, do you want 1 million? Sure. Sure I do. We'll figure that out. I would love to, like, one thing I wanted to do as a partner, it would be amazing if I could do that. Take like 100 million and just give it out during a live stream. Like, talk about that. Like, that's what I want to do. So maybe I can talk to him about that. I would love to give out 100 million of Luna T, and you know, each million. I forget how much a million is worth right now. What is it, like $10 or $50 or something? Let me check. It should be worth a little bit more. But let me go to Pancake Swap. And let me link the wallet. I'm hungry. Jesus. We went to the movies yesterday. That's why I didn't post many videos. We went to the movies yesterday during the day, which I know is weird to some people. Mr. Pete, thank you for being a member for 4 months. I appreciate that a lot. But yeah, we went to the movies yesterday, and we went to go see Nope, which I thought was good. It's definitely confusing, and you get weirded out, but it's good. All right, let's go with Luna T. Let's see what $100 will get you. $100 will get you 1.8 million. Yeah, 1.8 million. So 1 million would be worth about $50. Right, $52. So that's good. I would love to be able to hand out 1 million to different people. And since it's a B&B network, it's going to be very cheap to hand out that. You know, so I'll talk to him about that to see if we can do that type of a giveaway to, you know, basically taking a live stream. And I'm not going to say like, oh, this is the title of the live stream, giving away free Lunic. Like, I'm going to promote it and, you know, all of that. And then we're going to talk about why, you know, lunatics and Lunic can get to a penny or $1 or something like that, right? Title it something else. But thank you, Andre, for becoming a member. Andre Patterson. I appreciate that. Hey, Perry, thanks for everything you do, you're doing. Do you think Binance will implement the 1.2% burn tax? And if so, when is it going to happen? So I don't know when it's going to happen. I would say the full implementation of the 1.2% burn tax should happen before the end of December. I would love if it does happen before the end of December. I know there's a bunch of dates being thrown out there. Obviously, we're focused on these 10 days, 10 business days after the passing of this new proposal. And I don't know what generally is going to happen after that. I want to see what's going to happen because I don't think it will be passed. I don't think it will be implemented. I'm struggling to buy lunatics. Can you please help me? Yeah. So first get a MetaMask, right? First get yourself a MetaMask here. Then you're going to have to add on the Binance Smart Chain network. So you have to go up to the top here where it has, it'll say Ethereum. You want to switch it to Binance Smart Chain. If you don't have Binance Smart Chain, you have to add the network. Just type in how to add Binance Smart Chain to MetaMask on Google, and you'll get all the different details to add a new network. If you wanted to add a new network, right, it'll take you through all of these steps here. So go through that and you'll be fine, but make sure you get something that's trusted and it's from a site that's heavily used. I have a video on it, how to break all of that stuff down. Then you want to fund your MetaMask with BNB or, you know, whatever. You're going to have to buy it, and you can use MoonPay. You can use a debit card, and it's very simple. You are going to have to probably contact your bank, because MoonPay is something that, you know, you're like, oh, well, the bank's probably like, oh, well, this is not normal. And then they'll call you or whatever. But you can call your bank ahead of time and say, hey, I'm making a purchase from MoonPay. Make sure you accept it. And then they'll accept it, $100 or so. And then you could buy whatever you want to buy. So then you'll have the BNB, connect your wallet to PancakeSwap, and all you have to do is change this to BNB, change this to Luna T. If you don't have it, copy and paste the address here. So go to CoinMarketCap, look up Luna T, find Luna T, grab this address right here, and then you want to add it to PancakeSwap. You just paste the address there, and it'll say import this. You import it, and you'll be good. That should be the way to go. Hopefully that does help you out. I have a whole video on it. If you want to see a full breakdown of me like doing it, I have a video on it somewhere. But Luna T is up another 22% in the last 24 hours. You're seeing $287,000 worth of volume, up 113%. And again, you're going to see more of a, wow, it's up to 3,173 addresses that are holding it, which is amazing. But again, the more this volume increases, the more that goes into the position that we all want to run to crazy levels, right? Or not even crazy levels, just normal levels. Right now, we're looking at a $659 million market cap. This can get up to a $60 billion market cap. And if it does, that's 1 penny. No screen? I changed my screen. Oh, God. See, I changed my screen and I don't know what happened. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Jeez, all of that for nothing. Is it good now? I pressed the button to change my screen and it just didn't do it. I'm sorry, guys. Thank you, Mr. P, for calling that out. Seemed like nobody else called it out, man. But basically, you take the address from here, right, from CoinMarketCap, grab that, go over to PancakeSwap, go here, drop down arrow here, paste. You want to paste the address so that you can get the right address. This is the wrong thing because, yeah, I have the wrong thing. Let's go back here. You want to go into Luna T, right? Luna T, copy the address, go to PancakeSwap, drop down arrow, paste the address. You're going to get import Luna T. You can import it there. Then again, MetaMask, you got to get MetaMask. Go up here, find your assets, right? If you don't have the coin on there, make sure you import the coin. All you have to do is copy the address and then you'll import the coin, right? But again, what you want to do is add Binance Smart Chain. You have to add the network because it's not on there. It's going to be on the Ethereum network, and you should be able to do that through Google. So sorry about that. I know there was a detailed explanation in there. I didn't feel like going through it heavily again. So hopefully that does explain it. I do have a video on it though. 22%. Wow. Fly changed it back. I guess it did change and then it changed back. Is that what happened? MetaMask keeps denying my photos. Can't get a good picture with the program. What does that mean? He was denying your photos? Okay, thanks. I'll try. Hey, Matt, there are other videos saying that Lunic is impossible for it to get to $1 in a year. Why are you so bullish on it? So there are other videos that don't understand how this can all play out. I don't understand how they don't know the math. The math behind it is very simple, right? You understand when things show that they have a path. When, let's say, Bitcoin will show that it has adoption in different areas, and that even something as simple as, say, a company buying a bunch of Bitcoin, right? When it shows that it has a path, the volume increases dramatically, right? It's ridiculous the way that it increases. You see volume that goes up to like not only billions of dollars, but tens of billions of dollars, maybe hundreds of billions of dollars. And in some cases, depends what position we're talking about, but maybe even that in some cases. We understand that when the markets are bullish, you also see volume within the crypto market in general increase, and people are looking for different positions that are lower priced, that have more potential to run. This is one of those, right? Lunic is one of those. So I understand where they're coming from, trying to be conservative and keep everybody's expectations low. I try to keep everybody's expectations on the lower side in most cases. This is why I'm always saying, look, this is going to happen, but keep your expectations low on the amount that you're going to receive. So when you see it at a level to where your balance is above $500,000, don't think that you're going to hold that forever, right? Take some profit there. It's always great. Take some profit. It doesn't hurt. That's where I'm realistic on. But I'm also very realistic on the outcome of what a price could be. Now, this is all speculation and all depends on certain variables to take place. It's not in a perfect situation, because a perfect situation would be the 1.2% implemented right now, seeing billions of dollars in volume right now, and within 30 days, everything gets burned off. That's the perfect scenario, because a lot of times if they see a path, again, you see billions of dollars that flow through there. And if you see billions of dollars that flow through there, 1.2% of that would get us to burn off that in 30 days, guaranteed, right? However, that's the perfect scenario. The perfect scenario is not most likely going to happen. So what we're going to see is people that realize that this does have a path when they see the volume increase, when they see certain amounts that are burned off. And once you see the first trillion that's burned off, it's going to create a storm, a huge tornado of people that are coming in here and realizing what this can be, which creates more of that decrease in volume, decrease in the supply, because you're seeing an increase in volume. But right now, where we're standing, $38 million in volume or $37 million in volume is not enough to propel it forward in less than a year. We're going to need to see a lot more volume that goes into Terra Luna Classic. So I do think that it can happen within a year. It just takes a lot of variables to actually fall into place. If the 1.2% tax is not fully implemented, which I believe it will be, right? If it's not fully implemented, well, then we have to worry about how long it will take, which it will take longer than a year at that point, because there's no inside help to burning off this supply. Does that make sense? And then the first idea is to pay back UST, get that back to a repeg state. But you need Terra Classic to support UST where it stands at the peak point, because you know people are going to sell it. You know people are not going to 100% trust it, because they held on from the peak point of $1 down to less than a penny, right? And now it's sitting at about 3 cents for USTC, I believe. Yeah, it's less than 4 cents, so it's 3.3 cents. We have 365, 370 people here, guys. Hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. It does help out. Me, the only one here. Good for me. Will you be here, Twitter, CZ, and AMA? Will you be here in Twitter, CZ, AMA? Does CZ have an AMA today? Does CZ have an AMA today? Twitter Spaces later. See you there. 12 p.m. UTC. What time is that here? I never know the time. We need to know. You got people all around the world. You got to say all the times. It's just like they go when you're on commercials in the U.S. they go like 8 p.m. Eastern, and they'll go like whatever p.m. Pacific. Is it like 3 hours behind? I don't really know at this point. I don't know anything. Somebody else is probably saying it while I'm looking it up. 12:30 p.m. UTC. It's probably like 10 o'clock here, right? 2 Eastern. 8 a.m. 8:30 right now? Like in 3 minutes? Is that in 3 minutes? It's back. We'll be hosting another Twitter Spaces AMA. Binance CEO founder CZ. Get your questions ready and set. Are they going to actually answer questions? Is it at Binance that's going to be doing it? They're already in there. All right. Well, let's see what they have to say. Do you think they'll talk about the 1.2%? Probably not. You think they'll talk about Luna? They'll probably talk about it very like briefly if they are going to talk about it. But if we listen to this, we're going to have probably like an hour to where we are listening to it and not really much. Like Frozen. This is ridiculous. I hate that YouTube sucks this bad. Like if I have to lower the frame rate for YouTube, I can always lower it because it seems like Twitch just does so much better. Glitching on you again there on YouTube. Yeah, no, it's now open. It's now good, but if YouTube's just going to be like this, I don't understand why they even allow streaming on here because they suck at taking in streams, I guess. But we're gonna listen to CZ, I guess, talk about Lunic, and we'll go from there. He's gonna start up in a little bit, and stream looks amazing to me. You probably just jumped in. Uh, I'm sure he's gonna talk about Terra Luna Classic in this. Do you hear it?
Okay, Corey, you there?
Hi, yeah. I just want to ask what motivates you to keep going?
That's a pretty simple one. I mean, there's not much
you hear
else
it at
to
all?
do. I mean, what else am I gonna do with my time, right? So I could retire, relax on the beach, drink martinis all day. That gets boring probably in 2 minutes. Well, maybe a little bit longer than that, but in a couple of days. And then I could play golf all day long. That gets boring. There's nothing that's more interesting and more meaningful to do. So I feel very privileged, very lucky to be in this position to do something I really like, I really enjoy, and I also know it's extremely impactful and meaningful to today to hundreds of millions of people, pretty soon maybe billions of people all around the world. So this is my life's calling. This is what I'm supposed to do in life. And when I wake up, this is what I'm supposed to do. When I'm tired, I take a nap. I actually just woke up from a nap now. It's 4 p.m. in Dubai. I just took a half an hour nap. So I don't get stressed out. I don't really get tired, and this is what I do.
Great. Let the record show that I woke CZ up from a nap today. So, Mr. Satoshi, I don't think it's the real Satoshi, but are you there? Do you have a question? Okay. No, over to Nacho. Are you there?
Oh, so he's actually taking real questions.
Or Rana? Okay, everyone's shy today. Hang on a second. I'm just going to pull a couple people on board.
I'm sure there's going to be a lot that's
Irina,
going on
are you
about
there?
the
Do you have a question?
1.2%.
Easy. I have a question for you. So Yi He is my favorite woman in crypto, and she was just appointed to take over Binance Labs. Does that mean that you will make
Jesus,
that
it's loud.
Binance will have more focus on investments now, or what does that mean? Because she's such a powerful Binance person, and she's an inspiration to all of us.
Jesus, it's loud.
Yeah, well, absolutely. So she is one of the core contributors of Binance, and she is extremely smart, extremely hardworking, and
She's
also very
swallowing the
strategic.
mic.
She has a lot of the strategic inputs for Binance, and so previously we had Binance. We always had some. So I have a large number of direct reports. So I have about 22 of them. Previously the head of Binance Labs always reported to one of those 22 people, not to me directly. But now we're moving this role into a co-founder role, and we want to stress the importance of also the decision making and fluidity, and also the volume of investments. We actually think that, well, in our previous records, in our bear markets, the investment worked out really well. We invested in a number of really core projects like Polygon, Matic, like in 2019. We invested, even socials. We also invested in FTX. We were at 1.1 the single largest shareholder. And we invested in many different companies during the bear market.
So they do that a lot?
They all did really, really well.
Do they do that a lot? They invest in
we want
FTX,
to
they
use
invest
this
in
opportunity.
Luna.
Bear market is an opportunity, but now it's looking pretty bull. So the opportunity may or may not last that long. But we want to continue to increase our investments and also be more strategic about it. So and He remains
Shib
to
is crap also.
for the last year or so, she was actually
I keep 10 million
handling
just
our
in case, and
marketing
Shib
and also
Shibarium blows
customer
up or something.
support. Customer support is a really large team, and we actually just moved customer support out of her, so that she can focus more on investments. So we should see much more investments in the space soon.
CZ, do you think you could just quickly expand on why is it important for Binance as like such a big player in the industry to have a really active role in the investment space?
Well, that's a good question. So there's many different reasons actually. I'm actually trying to pull up the slide that we have. We have one slide on Binance Labs, but I couldn't find it now. But investments is important for so many different reasons. Number one, we have the cash. We have a lot of dry powder lying around, and we're not loaning up money from other people to invest in companies. We just have a lot of dry powder ourselves. We should use that. Number two, it's really beneficial for the industry. When we invest in other crypto companies, we can really help them in addition to just the money that we give them. We can drive user. Well, we help them design token economics. Binance.com have a particular requirements for listing. Almost every single project wants to list on Binance.com at some point. So we can help them to design the token economics so that they protect users. We push things like founders should have 10-year unlocking schedules, not 2 years, not 4 years. This is not necessarily bad for the funders, because when you have a long-term view, your project becomes more successful and more users flock to you. So it sounds like quite strict, but yeah, we think these are the best situation. They think this is the best structures. So we have
Jesus, get it out, man.
A few dozen of those type of recommendations.
I mean, he's always like that.
If projects don't follow all of them, then we either don't invest, we don't list, and we help them much less. Whereas if the projects take our advice, it makes it much easier for Binance to help them in the future. And then we can do initial sales for them at the launchpad, IEOs. and then we can list them, and then we drive users to them, give them credibility. We can mentor some of the funders. So we do all of, and
I
we
know
look
I
at
struggle
product
with
integrations.
talking.
So one of the
Jesus.
reasons why many of the Binance portfolio projects are extremely successful is because we can help them on many of those fronts that other typical investors cannot. So that's within the industry. I think the more we invest in the industry, the bigger the industry gets. And today, by most matrices, Binance is the largest exchange already. In this type of situation, when you are the category leader, it makes less sense to compete with the smaller exchanges, right? So we can get, I don't know,
Binance should invest in Lunatic's
2%
token
market share from them. That's less meaningful to us. Whereas it may make sense for them to compete with us. If they get significant market share from us, then they grow by quite a bit. So, but for us as the market leader, we need to grow the industry. But unfortunately, on that last point, many of the smaller exchanges want to grow from us in a bad way. They do things to damage. They try to do things to damage our reputation unnecessarily, and that also hurts the industry.
You're officially a Lunic holder? Nice,
So
Michael.
those are very stupid things to do. We do have smaller exchanges lobbying against us, both at the government level and also at the media level, which is very dumb. It hurts them too. It's just not a smart thing to do, and it hurts the community. It hurts all of our users. It hurts all of our investors. So that's one. So back to the other topic. So we don't focus on the other exchanges. We focus on growing the industry. So investing in the industry is really important. When the industry becomes bigger, we become bigger by default. We grow. If the industry becomes 10x bigger, then we grow by almost 10x, almost guaranteed. So we want to grow the industry, and then an extension of that, we now not only invest in blockchain businesses, we invest in traditional businesses too. So that's why we were involved in the Forbes deal, in the Twitter deal. Unfortunately, both deals kind of changed a little bit and kind of stuck. But the thought process there is quite simple as well. If we can pick in each of the traditional sectors, industry sectors, if we can pick a couple companies, invest in them, and then help bring them into the Web3 crypto blockchain world, I strongly believe that will give them additional business models that they didn't have before. So Twitter can there's so many different business models Twitter can use with a token, with a blockchain, etc. And we can significantly help them. We can give them liquidity, etc. Forbes, same thing. They can do many things with tokens, NFTs. They can NFT their articles. They can charge 0.5 cents per read of an article instead of a $200 yearly subscription through a credit card, which doesn't work for the majority of the people in the rest of the world. So so there's many new business models that can be done with traditional businesses. We want to help them. So one of the best
spoken about
ways we
Lunic yet?
help them is to say, hey, like,
No.
why don't we?
He's basically asked two questions so far, and
also
he's answering the second question for like 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes.
So we're looking at traditional sectors.
Longest answer ever, I know.
News, media, including games, e-commerce, anything you can imagine. If we think that there's a right fit,
is Luna Portal true?
So
Lunic,
we're significantly
on Trust
increasing
Wallet?
the scope of our investment coverage. We'll see how the strategy works.
I don't know about
the next few years. So yeah, but we're having a much heavier focus on investments, and there's many benefits for the local, different local economies.
A Lunatics holder.
So for example, every single country
but a start.
wants to attract
Yeah,
investments. If they do, they should embrace blockchain.
I was happy with
I talk with many different
start of it,
many different head of states,
I can't wait to see what it ends up being.
Blockchain can help the economy, and now most of them understand. So so this is also good for general adoption, and which is also helping the economies around the world. Which again comes back to the first point that I mentioned, which is very meaningful.
The answer right now has been like 10 minutes.
There's many different reasons. I can go on for a long time, but I know you can. Just only talk about one thing.
Great, thanks for the insight there. Yeah, we'll move on. So Forever Hold, are you there? Do you want to go ahead? Or Jess?
Yeah, I'll go. Good morning. So CZ, we've recently seen about $2 billion worth of bridge hacks. What are your thoughts about cross-chain bridges and how interoperability will play out in the future of blockchain? And good morning, by the way.
Yeah. Hello, Jesse. Yeah, good to talk to you in person. I just see you on Twitter quite often. I think it is unfortunate that I think we'll have to see a lot more hacks before
This is
we
not in
fix all
person
the,
if he doesn't know.
before we learn all the security issues in the blockchain
Still
world.
online.
And cross-chain bridges is inherently more challenging because they deal with two blockchains. There's atomic locks.
He didn't mention Lunic yet. No, nobody asked the question yet.
It's just harder to do. If you're not careful, and the hackers are very incentivized to look for bugs. They're incentivized by $2 billion this year. So I think it's unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, I would think that he's going to talk about Lunic. He's definitely going to talk about Lunic, because I understand that we know that all of this other stuff is important as well, but we want to hear him talk about Lunic in a big way, right? We want to see his answer on why they're holding so much, when they're going to implement the 1.2% burn, if they support it, all that stuff.
And we're now making it publicly available to people. This helps. There are automatic
burn would help Lunic directly
smart contract scanning tools. There's big data databases tracking hacker addresses. Also, we have we publish
the 4%
projects.
The 4% rewards are in Lunic. You get rewards in Lunic in Terra Luna Classic or in Lunatics token, and then you also burn 2%. So 6% goes towards Terra Luna Classic, and 4% goes towards improving
it's a constant challenge. It's going to be
everything in Lunatics token. So
security is never 100%.
You got that a little bit wrong, but 4% goes towards Lunic. And you're getting rewards within Lunic. 2% goes towards the burn. So
we are also working with law enforcement very closely to help them track down some of the bad players in the space. And blockchain is very transparent. Even people using mixers get caught. Like the Bitfinex hackers, even when they use mixers, they get caught. So. So
you say Lunic will take 4 years for that to play out. Understand that someone else said, that's still a good investment. It is still a good investment. Imagine if it does hit a dollar at those stages. 4 years to hit $1. You hold 100 million. You're telling me in 4 years and you make $100 million, you wouldn't take that? If someone told me in 4 years I'll make $100 million if I hold this investment, I definitely will. They told me in 10 years I would make $100 million. I would hold it. Like, I don't understand how that's a bad investment, but I do believe it's going to happen a lot quicker.
We have a large team. We also hire external, white hat hackers to do penetration testing. We invest in security infrastructure. We spend probably altogether more than billions of dollars now. So smaller platforms, they can't do that. They'll probably only have a couple guys, and then they don't spend quite the same level of investment. And also for wallets,
I think he'll talk about Luna.
Wallets,
if he get asked, I think he'll talk about Luna.
The new ones. So only hold small amounts on them, and then use multiple of those guys. So security is a big topic. Again, I can talk about it for hours. But
I promised her 2 years. Yes.
But I'll leave it there.
Cool. Alexander, have you got a question?
Yes, thanks. Greetings to Dubai. I love stable coins in the bear market to show people how crypto is working, because they have no fear against any losses. Do you have any idea how we can get more trust, as we have already a lot of trust in Binance USD or something like that, to get more people in the topic? Thank you.
Okay, I guess you're asking about stable coins, right?
Yes.
Okay, so again, this is like one of those broader topics. There's no magic solution, but how to get more trust? There's a few very simple principles. Being more transparent, being more available, and interact with the community more, and always exhibit your values.
The crazy thing you're asking, as much as he holds, I'm surprised no one has asked him yet. Yeah, well, the crazy thing is what
again,
he's
if you look
just
at
admitted in one of the
stablecoins,
previous questions is that they like to invest in
there's
other
the
projects or heavily invest in other projects and be the sole holder in things. Like they heavily invested in FTX
Tether.
and other things,
It's
and they did the
not very
same thing with Luna.
transparent. I'm not saying it's good or bad. It's the first mover. It has a lot of first mover advantage. It has a network effect, but it's a black box when it comes to what's backing it. I've never seen any documents explaining it, etc. I don't have any
Speak for yourself. 8 years,
information
it's
that's
not going to
public.
work for me.
And if you look at BUSD, Binance USD, it is very transparent. It's issued by Paxos, not us,
You
not
think?
Binance.
You think the questions are
NYDFS, New York Department of
pre-approved,
Financial
basically?
Services, a regulated entity, and they hold the fiat they hold the US dollars in a bank account. That's audited by rotating law firms, like one of the
Never heard of that
big
word.
four, big five. I don't know how many.
Pre-programmated?
So that's very
Never
transparent.
heard of that word.
And they
ever.
issue a monthly report based on that, and so at least it's backed by cash. It doesn't mean that it's risk-free. If the bank go down, nothing's risk-free. And then there's the stable. But BUSD is very,
I don't
very,
think that's a
very,
word.
very transparent and backed by very simple things like just cash. USDC.
It's not a word.
It's relatively transparent. It is issued by a U.S. and regulated entity, but it's more the backing of it has more commercial papers, different risk profile. And then you have the algo stablecoins. They're actually very transparent. Most of the algo stablecoins, but that's a much higher risk area due to if you use a different asset as collateral for one asset, there will be price fluctuations, especially if that asset is crypto, and especially if that asset is a crypto that you just issued together that's owned by the same project. So in the case of
Terra
UST
Rebels are in here.
And then there was the flaw in design that they think that by printing more Luna,
Maybe
the
that's
market
not
cap
Terra
of Luna is going to increase. That is flawed as hell. Yes, there are issues, and all of those things are much clearer after in hindsight, after the fact.
Is Happy Caddy crypto in here?
As an industry, we're learning. It is extremely painful, but we are learning. So, but the industry is still here, and there are players who operate very transparently and very consistently, and we want to continue to exhibit those type of traits and make sure that we take all the actions that reflect them, and we do not take any actions that are not in line with those values. So that's how we operate.
Great. Nelson, do you want to go
ahead? Good morning, guys. I actually just had a question in regards to Binance's place in the space for NFTs, and if you guys have any plans to grow, say, your launchpad or become just more of a presence in the
I don't hold BBIG anymore.
But kind of
because
similar to how
just
Magic
halted
Eden
trading in
has
it.
grown
Really?
grown Solana to big, a much bigger audience, and then also, of course, Ethereum is always going to be the biggest one in the space. But just kind of curious what you guys have planned for the NFT side.
Yeah, I think NFT technology is definitely going to stay. That technology is not going away. And today, the use case for NFT is still somewhat limited. To be honest, it's still early.
Keep an eye on it.
People, sell images of apes and different other stuff. It's great, but that's still a very limited. Use
What's
case.
the story with Luna to $1?
That limited case,
There's a big story with Luna to $1.
Helping
a lot of variables within it, and just for people that are coming in, he hasn't talked about Luna yet. He hasn't been asked about Luna yet, and I hope that somebody will come up and ask about it. If I had to do it, I would have to go on my phone and go on there, and I feel like somebody has mentioned that this is probably pre-approved questions, which it seems like he already has the answers lined up and everything. But it confuses me because some it seems like he's not prepared for it. But then most of them, it seems like he is prepared for it.
So it's a very interesting situation with the NFT platforms. Binance NFT platform has way more users than anybody, but the transaction values on the Binance ecosystem is lower. So we are looking. I just had a chat with our NFT team recently, and we talked about it. There are a number of things we will try. They will try, and
Lunatic
I actually
thing,
don't know
wasn't
all
there?
the details. But there's so many different new ideas people want to try. There's NFT ticketing. There's NFT this and that. I don't know which one will work. Initially, like for example, for me, I thought NFT ticketing is one of the most obvious use cases. You don't need an additional device. You just need your phone, and your NFT can be associated with a QR code. You can just scan and get into the stadium. But it turns out that getting stadiums to change the way they do ticketing is actually way more complicated than that. But we're working on that. So the team our partner team Lazio in Italy, by I think by next season they will have the NFTs as tickets. That you can actually scan at the stadiums. So there are many other things that can be done on NFTs. I'm not an ideas guy, so I don't
in one
really
year.
try to
So it would
predict
probably
which
be
ideas will
somewhere
stick,
around
which
next
won't.
year.
I always have to try them and see the results. So I'm not a very good predictor. But our teams, the teams are doing many different things now.
Someone just get
But
deleted?
I do think the NFT space, the NFTs
so.
will stay. I think it's good that Ethereum and Solana NFTs are doing well. Ethereum, especially OpenSea, has continued to be the leader in the volume side, which is good. And because of the Ethereum gas fees are high, the values of items transacted on the Ethereum blockchain are typically very high. So that's good. So I think we're just at the beginning. There will be a lot more variations for NFTs to come.
Cool. Okay. Hey, Andreas, thanks for joining. Hopefully I got your name nearly correct there. Do you want to go ahead?
You did. Hello, guys. Hello, CZ. Thanks for having me. I'm a builder on the Binance Smart Chain myself. And we recently, yesterday, we launched our community. So we raised $10 million from the community. So it's insane. And we're transitioning into a real company now, I have to say. And I wanted to ask you if you have tips for me when we look at, okay, how can we become a real company in the Binance Smart Chain space? What do we have to make sure to do, or in general in the crypto space?
Oh, great. Okay. Well, first of all,
even though these questions are important, it's always great to know a lot of this stuff. You know that we don't care about
so
this.
congrats.
They care about it. That person cares about it. But what we care about is hearing about how Lunatic is going to improve, or what their plan is for the Lunatic that they do hold. Right? We want to know so much more about this one position, that we understand that there are so many other things revolving around Binance itself. And once you get to ask all of those same questions that you've heard in previous AMAs, you have to get down to understanding what their largest holdings are, right?
But you got to make sure that you have a product people actually want to use, not just you pay people to use. You give people tokens and people come in and use the platform for a little while and then they stop. Then so you need to look at churn rate. You need to look at stickiness. Ideally, you want
exactly.
Have a stickiness.
$65 billion market cap is not unheard of. It's not something that's impossible. We've seen Shiba Inu run to higher and higher levels, all based on hype. We've seen Dogecoin run, all based on hype.
Then you want to scale.
And Lunatic actually has a larger potential to get there because it has less of a supply, not as much as, let's say, or not as little as Dogecoin, but it does have less than something like Shiba Inu, and Shiba Inu has run to a $50 or $40 billion market cap. So
you really got to treat them well. So your token holders are your users. So in the blockchain space now, we have a new business ecosystem that's very different from traditional business systems. Traditionally, you have investors who are shareholders of a company, and then the company have users, and the user pay the company split the profits to the shareholders. It's a one-way, money moves one way. In the new blockchain space now, your users are holding your tokens, and
thank you, Miller, for saying that. I appreciate that. I'm the best on YouTube. I don't believe I'm the best, but I do appreciate the kind words.
Because it's a utility
does
token,
mean a
I would
lot.
assume that have some use case in your ecosystem that will have some benefits. And when the token demand becomes higher, then the price goes up. Your existing users, your previous users, that your current users benefit. Your current coin holders benefit. This creates a much stickier ecosystem. There's no shareholders involved, right? So it's just you and your users. And then your users become your best sales guys because you're a user in your typical demographic. Typically
I don't know if we could say
in
Bitcoin
the same demographic.
pulled a Luna
if
Classic
it's
or
teenager kids,
pulled a
if
Luna,
it's
because Bitcoin
40
dropped from
year old adults,
69K all the way down to
they
a
usually have
low
friends
here
in that
of
same
17K, and now it's sitting at about
So
23 or
when your
24.
users become your, because then your users are
But
incentivized to
yeah, I
to
wouldn't
promote your
say,
platform.
you know, it
That's when
dropped
your
about
platform is decent.
75%. I wouldn't say that it pulled a
And then
Luna
they
because
become
Luna
your
dropped
biggest sales team.
99%.
And they benefit when more people use your platform. So this is what happened with Binance platform. We have some of the most loyal users on our platform. So and many of them are early BNB holders, and they benefited greatly from BNB. So
Thank you, Ryan,
this thing
for
many
sending that super
traditional
chat. I
businesses
appreciate
don't
that a
get.
lot.
And you need to you also need to really put some benefits back into the into your coin holders. I see many. So today, for example, there is one project at least one project which we see. They have traction, but they have income, but they don't use the income they don't push the they don't use the income, they don't push the income back into benefits for their community. They just extract the income and then they pay their shareholders and they're done. And that's why the token price has been dropping like crazy. And when the token price drops, guess what? More users leave their platform and it becomes a vicious cycle. So don't get into that vicious cycle. Stay on the positive cycle. And so people ask us why do we
take the cap off? I have nice hair. Thank you.
Why are they hundreds of millions of dollars of BNB burned
I wear
every
it
quarter?
because I love to golf
And people say, hey, why don't you keep that money, spend it on marketing, and you get more users in? They may be correct. I don't know, but my thought process is very simple. Marketing is a very indirect way of getting users. We already have our existing community. When BNB is burned, it benefits the entire ecosystem. It benefits the entire BNB ecosystem. And this is why. So we now adjust the burn based on the activity on the BNB chain, and our users benefit. So many founders don't get that. They think, well, look, a couple $100 million is a lot, but when you do that, your ecosystem gets bigger, and you actually get more than the couple $100 million that you burn. So there's some interesting dynamics.
So I think I'm a golfer now. Yeah, I like to golf and I like to record golf videos. I have a golf channel.
There's many more things.
If you guys want to check it out, but it doesn't really get that much traction. Eventually it will. But I hope I just love to golf, and eventually I'll golf a little bit more.
CZ, I know we're getting close to the hour. Do you have time for one last question?
Yeah.
One
so I think let's do one or two more, and then.
Okay, we've got two people on stage. So we'll go with that then. We'll start with Luke. Okay, Luke's not here. Annie, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Thank you so much, CZ, for doing this. And hello, everyone. CZ, my question is related to advice for DeFi projects that are being built in Kenya, and then also education and training. As we go throughout the continent, we're not seeing a lot. Are you still hosting those?
Well, this is a little ridiculous. He answers. He takes such
The
a long
education
time
and
to answer
training.
questions. Brian, thank you for that super chat.
Yeah, absolutely.
$49.99 super chat. Hey, Matt, do you see us hitting a penny by the end of the year? By the end of this year, it'll be tough. We need to see things being implemented. The 1.2% burn, we need to see that. And then we also need to see Lunatics token, gain a little bit more traction, continue to gain traction, and they can burn off more and more as the 1.2% burn is burning off more and more. But understand the 1.2% burn only goes to 10 billion. Once it hits 10 billion supply, the burn shuts off. Now, I think that's a mistake. You need to continue until you can get to a point to where it's less than a billion, get back to where it was previously. But they're doing it to 10 billion. Lunatics token should have a large impact after the fact. So the golf channel is called Matt Perry Golf. So check it out. It should have like 5,000 subscribers. But yeah, I think we could hit a penny within by the end of the year if we see two things. One, the 1.2% burn being implemented sometime before September. And then I'm getting distracted by all these super chats. And then we need to see what was the other piece? I get distracted by these super chats. Thank you for the super chats. I will address them. I really do appreciate them
I'm
a
probably one of
lot.
the few funders that's flown to Africa.
But yeah, we need to see
way
two
often
things, and
than
I can't
other
remember
people.
what that second thing is.
So I met with just in the last
So the
2 months or so,
1.2% burn needs to be
40
implemented, and I would imagine we need to see a lot of hype built around it. So the volume needs to obviously pick up.
We'll
So
definitely have to continue.
that's what I'll probably say.
that.
I don't think that was the second one, but I got distracted by the super chat. So thank you to the
I have not seen much stats
super
about
chats.
different country geographies of DeFi
But
projects.
yes, I do see it
I only seen one
happening
number,
there.
which is
Michael,
the
thank you for
majority
that
of them
$10
are still
super
in the
chat.
US. And Nigeria,
I really do
understand
appreciate
the
it.
central bank
Let me see what he's
prohibiting
saying.
banks to touch crypto, which basically means that exchanges like us do not have access to banking. Which also means that there's usually a proliferation of
He's not saying
peer-to-peer
anything
trading.
important.
And also DeFi
While waiting, let's just send Matt some money. Thanks for what you do, buddy, every day. Well, thank you for what you do every day. Thank you for coming here and sending super chats and listening and just being here. I really appreciate it. I appreciate all the super chats. We got 4 super chats during this live stream, and I really do appreciate it so much.
The rest of the 90 people generally don't. So whether banks work with crypto exchanges or not, it's helpful for them to do, but it's not a huge.
Is your golf channel to do with fantasy golf picks? Not right now. I do want to do like a golf channel where I maybe play people and for cryptocurrency. That would be fun to kind of tie it into this. You know,
I don't recall seeing any stats
you get
specific to that.
1 million
we're more than happy
Lunic
to
per
fund
hole or
projects
something
in
like
different
that.
places.
I don't really know. I want to be able to tie it in,
So
but it'll be fun. But I need to find some people that want to play. And it could be randoms.
Binance Labs. We invest in projects everywhere, including Africa.
Good morning. Thank you for the
Nigeria,
great content you put out. Can we get Lunic to 10 cents or higher? Can you do a video later with spreadsheets for Lunic? Yeah, I think I can. It's always, we can get it to 10 cents or higher. We just need things to play out the right way. We need to make sure the 1.2% burn gets implemented sometime within these next couple of months.
Everyone. Thanks to 5,000 or
see
so people that
massive
tuned in
amount
today.
burn off.
Apologies if we didn't
Also,
get to your
Lunatics
question,
token
but as
can
you
do
may or may not know,
a
we're doing
large
these
portion of that
pretty
burning.
regularly now.
If you guys
once
are
a month with
interested in this
CZ,
token,
so,
this token is
please do
running
join
quite
the
a
next
bit.
one
I think
and
it was up
continue to raise your
22%
hand so we
today.
can try and get to as many people as possible.
Lunatics
I'll do
token,
my
which
best to
does
try and
burn
remember
off
who we've had on
Lunic
stage
and
in the
also
past, so
pays
we
you
don't
4%
duplicate
rewards
efforts there
in
as well.
Lunic. So all of this volume,
Yeah, thanks again.
4% of that goes towards the
Appreciate you all
holders,
taking the time
which
and
right
see you at the
now we
next
only
one.
have 3,174 holders in the position. The only place you can buy it is PancakeSwap, and they are looking to move to other exchanges. But if you're looking to gain the rewards, you do it through wallets. You can't do it through exchanges, from what I understand, when it does launch on exchanges. So if you want the full experience, you got to do it through MetaMask or through Trust Wallet or something like that. Okay, so it looks like this has ended. So he didn't say much. He didn't say anything about Lunic at all. He didn't say anything about Luna, didn't say anything about Lunic. We expected so much more from this. And the title, it seemed like, was clickbait. I'm not going to lie. It was clickbait because I thought they were going to ask him questions around it. Literally, there's so many people that got in here. I literally counted 20 or 30 people that had Lunic or that were a part of Lunic in a way, that were a part of Luna, that Matt losing subscribers now. I don't think I am. But I literally thought that somebody was going to ask him about that. And even if I would have stepped up, I feel like I wouldn't have been able to ask because I feel like they were pre-planned or programmed questions, right? Planted questions so that he can do that. It is clickbait on his end, Matt. No, it definitely is clickbait on my end and on his end, because I thought that he was going to ask about it. Nobody asked anything about it because they only asked 6 questions. He needs to get his answers out quick and concise. Like I don't understand how he doesn't answer them in like a minute or two. Why does it take him 79 minutes to answer one question? Right? If he answered the questions with like a 2-minute answer, one, he should already know the answer of that question and explain it very quickly. And and two, he should want to answer more questions. I don't understand. He answered like 5 questions there. And it seems like every time that's all he's answering is 5 questions. So I'm sorry for clickbaiting you guys. I am going to keep it up at that point and put something in the chat or the comment section, because I changed the title twice and I can't do that now. But I'm going to put something in the title, or sorry, in the comment section as the top comment, and say, like, look, I for sure thought he was going to talk about it. It's just these long-winded answers. Like, yeah, someone said it, long-winded answers equals pre-approved questions. Yeah. You shouldn't have those. He says a lot. Yeah, he does say and a lot. How many times are you going to say that you are hungry, bro? Did I say I was hungry? I didn't say I was hungry. I said I was hungry earlier, but I didn't say I was hungry now. I'm always hungry in the morning, man. I don't, sometimes I choose not to eat breakfast. I'm supposed to be doing this intermittent fasting, but then sometimes we have breakfast here that I'm like, all right, well, I got to eat that breakfast. It's made for me. Sorry about that. No, but if we're looking to get Luna to a certain level, if we wanted Luna to get to 1 penny or $1, obviously we need to look at the variables that are in place, which is the volume, the 1.2% burn, and then also looking at the price while we have all of that volume and the 1.2% burn happening, right? If we see $10 million in volume, yes, the price will change. The price will adjust based on how much is burning off and how much volume is coming in. So yes, we will see a positive impact to the price, which means we burn less the next time, but hopefully we see more volume. Eventually we'll hit a peak point to where we kind of plateau at the level of volume that we have, but volume goes both ways. It's a positive and a negative thing. If people sell that position thinking that it's going to come back, that volume gets pushed into the 1.2% burn as well. So it's not just a one-sided affair. You know what I mean? I want Lunatics to reach $1 first. I don't know if that will happen. It depends. If this volume and you're burning off 1% of this supply, that's a big deal. And it may end up hitting $1 first before Lunic hits $1, because Lunic has trillions to burn off and Lunatics only has billions to burn off. So yes, it could essentially do that. I don't know how much has been burned so far, but let's go ahead and check. So we scroll down here and we look at the holders. We're going to see that almost 11% has been burned. They burned just a week ago. They burned 10 billion. So getting to burn another billion, burn another 1% of the position within 2 weeks, that's saying a lot. That is saying a hell of a lot. That means that this can actually burn down quite a bit and get this to a level to where you're like, all right, well, $1 is definitely possible. With all those Lunic people there, he probably avoided taking questions, especially about all the holdings in Binance. Yeah, that's true. I would agree. I would 100% agree that that's probably what he did. He had pre-planned questions and decided that he would just answer it as in-depth as possible and take 5 or 6 questions. That's what happens there. Matt, you better not clickbait us on your golf channel about Tiger Woods or something. I won't. I won't. Unless I play Tiger Woods' course. Like if I play Tiger Woods' like mini golf course or one of his courses, then yeah, I'm definitely going to use it. That's the whole point of that. Playing Tiger Woods' courses for the first time is a pretty interesting title, in my opinion. How long are you going to be on for? I've got to watch the video tutorial you made on how to buy lunatics. I'm probably going to be on for another 19 minutes until about 9:30, and then I'm gonna get off. I'm not sure. It depends how deep the conversations are. Because if we have like really, really deep conversations into Lunic and into different positions, yeah, I can expect to be on for quite a while. The one time I expected to be on till 9:30 and went until 10 o'clock and literally was talking to you guys for 30 minutes without realizing what time it was. Like, that happens. CZ did a rug pull. Really? What was that rug pull? When did they burn 11 billion? So they burned 10 billion right from the start. So they burned 11 billion lunatics. So this is the lunatics token, right? They burned their own token as well as burning Lunix. So let's not get that confused. They burned 10 billion to start. So once they launched, they burned 10 billion, right? Then they, throughout the whole process of like people buying and all that stuff, the 51,000 transactions, almost 52,000 transactions, they burned another 1 billion. So imagine if you continue to see more volume going through, you're going to continue to see more and more be burned, which means that the overall market cap can stay around 5 million while the price increases to keep it at $5 million market cap. Right? It increases the price as they're burning. They burned 1% of their own position within the first 2 weeks. That is huge. That's like expert level burning right there. Lunatics needs to burn at least 500 million Luna coins now. See, yeah, they probably are going to step it up. I think they're looking to reach certain thresholds with every burn. So they reach like a 50 million, 100 million, 150 million, 250 million. And now you're looking at a level to where they can get 300 million, maybe 400 or 500. If they can burn 1 billion, then that's obviously going to be the record setter right there. And they are going to hold the record for burning in one setting and continue to increase the amount that they can burn. However, they need to make sure that they continue to do it and continue to have more money in reserves to burn off more and more and keep the burns going. In my opinion, we start with 1 billion a day to burn. Right? A day would be a great start. Eventually, get to 100 billion a week, and we will be heading to the moon. I would agree. What country are you in, Matt? It's 11:15 p.m. for me in Australia. I'm sorry. I'm in the U.S. I'm in Eastern time, and it is 9:14 a.m. 2 days ago, bought Lunatics token through Trust Wallet. Still haven't seen any Lunic rewards yet. How often do you see Lunic rewards? How much do you have? Do you have 1 million? Do you have how much lunatics do you have? Because if you don't have, if you have over 1 million, I think that's when you start seeing rewards. But if you're looking to get it through Trust Wallet, you need to add Luna T to your wallet. You need to add Luna T to your wallet and also add Lunic to your wallet. If you don't add Lunic to your wallet, then you're not going to see the rewards that come through. It'll be there. You just won't see it because you haven't added the actual coin to your wallet. So make sure you add it. If you haven't added it, then I don't know where your rewards are. You have 4 million lunatics. That's good enough to get you some rewards. Most likely you'll receive thousands of coins rather than tens of thousands. So you'll be seeing a difference in 4 digits, not 5 digits or 6 digits. And it also all depends if how much volume came through. So with the volume that does come through, 4% of that goes towards the reward. So say it's 300. Let's make it easy. $300,000. $300,000. 1% of that would be $3,000. So multiply by that by 4, you have 12,000 that would go towards Lunic. Now you would buy Lunic and you would look for $12,000. So if we go to here and we look for, let's go to Luna here, and let's bring up BUSD, and we take $12,000, right? $12,000. That is, how many is that? 104 million. That's 104 million that gets split amongst so many people. Now it's a decent split where it's based on how much you have, but if you split it even to everybody, I don't know what the process is with there, but if you split it even, you're only getting a certain portion of that, right? There's 3,000 people that are holding it. So it depends what the volume is as you see it there, but you should see some rewards. It should be probably thousands or maybe hundreds, depending on what the volume is. But either way, you're gaining more rewards. You have to add Lunic portal token to, it's a BEP 20 token they reward you in. Oh, okay. So then that's what it is. You have to add, I've never seen that. I've never had to do that. I've always gained my rewards in the Lunic that I have. So I guess that's the portal token. Not sure. So yeah, there we go. Matt, why is Lunatic's coin supply not updating when do you think they will be updated? So I don't know. CoinMarketCap is weird in why they're updating. I don't know if CoinGecko actually updates things. Let's check CoinGecko. Because they did get listed on CoinGecko recently. So you can actually look it up here, I believe. Luna T. Oops. Luna T. So there we go, Lunatics. Let's see if they have it updated here. They still have the 100. So total supply 100 billion, max supply 100 billion. So I don't know why they're not updating that as the amount is burned off. I can ask them that to see when we're going to be able to see the total supply updated, the circulating supply. It looks like the circulating supply here is not updated. It's in question, which is also the market cap that's in question, but they do have the fully diluted market cap. So if they could find a way to update the circulating supply, that would be great. But at least CoinGecko, puts it as a question mark because maybe that's not completely reported. I don't know. But yeah. Where do you go to look at the Lunic burns? So I don't know the exact place. I should probably know this, but if I go to, let's say, Lunatics, to Lunatics token official, right? One, they have 7,400 followers, so it's great to be able to see them growing on Twitter as well. We want to see more popularity in it because popularity is what helps cryptocurrency grow within the position. Apparently they are doing an AMA tomorrow. If you guys want to set your calendar, they just launched this an hour ago, which I didn't see. So let me retweet this. They're doing plus 50 million Lunic live burn. So they're going to be doing a 50 million burn there, which is great. So it's going to get them up to 600 million total. Did I retweet it? Retweet that. Definitely go and check that out. Will I be a part of that at 4 p.m. tomorrow? I'm not sure because I have a busy day with the, oh no, you know what? Maybe I will. Because I have something that I'm going to, my wife works in the morning and then we have to go somewhere afterwards, but it's at like 5 o'clock. So I probably could do it, but then getting the kids ready would be all on her. And that might not be my favorite afternoon if I do that. So I'm not going to do that. But I will check to see if I can join it for a little bit or I can listen in. But yeah, I'll make sure to share it everywhere and let people know that this is happening. But if we scroll down here, keep scrolling down. I know they post quite a bit. And let's see. Let's scroll down. Scroll down. Wait, did they have something that they were listed on? Space is incredible. Build 5 projects. 20 listeners. Wait, over 20 listeners will be winning B&B. That's awesome. Scroll down. I want to show you guys the list of this. I don't know where it is, where you look for it at, but you can see the top burners there and the total amount. From what I understand, the amount that we've burned is over like 2 billion. Happy Caddy Crypto has a cool website that tracks almost everyone who is burning. Yeah, I think this might be it. I'll plug his website if I knew what it was. Yeah, if I knew what it was, maybe I can go to Happy Caddy Crypto's thing. Yeah, if you guys want to follow Happy Caddy, go ahead and follow him. He's almost at 15,000 followers. So if you can follow him, get him to 15,000, that'll be an amazing milestone, I'm sure. But I don't know what his website is for tracking Lunic burns. So 500,000 Lunic burned. This was from the last month. The charity NFTs. That's awesome. That is awesome to be able to burn anything. Let me see if he has his website somewhere. I know he posts a lot, so I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what it is. If anybody can find it, we can link it somewhere. The overall cost of buying and selling Luna T includes pancake slippage, 32%. So buy and hold until an increase is greater than 32% in order to make profit. Your thoughts? I don't see that. So when I bought mine and looked at how much it was worth, and maybe it was because the price was going up. I don't know. That might be it. But when I bought mine, I looked at it and it was worth literally like $11 less than, or was it $11? No, it was like, because I bought $400, so it was like it was like $40 worth, or that was less than what I had, because 10% goes towards the burn. But then it was also increasing. So at the same time, when I looked at it again, it was basically worth the same amount that I invested. So you may be right. I don't really know. It should be 12%. It should be a max of 12%. The slippage should include the burn within it, but I'm not entirely sure. But you can definitely check the price. You can definitely check how much it's worth on PancakeSwap. Typically what I do is I go and check with BUSD. So every time that I hold it, instead of just selling by whatever the price is, I look at what it's worth and I'm like, all right, well, I look at the max amount and see that it's worth, 2,000 or whatever, and then I'll go from there. But that's pretty much what I do. It's very simple to do something like that. LunicPenguins.com. That's what it is. Is that his website? Happy Caddy Crypto YouTube channel, Lunatics token. Oh, they got Lunatics token on here. That's good. 10% buy and sell. They got all the different burn methods. That's cool. That's very cool. Let's see the total amount of Lunatics token that's there and the total amount of UST that's there, but I don't see circulating supply, community pool, top burners, allow. Okay. So yeah, I'll have to keep this website saved. Done. I have to keep this website saved to show what the top burners are. Thank you, Happy Caddy, for creating this, I guess. Did he create this? But here it is. You're looking at 1.9 million that has been burned. If they can burn another 100 million, we'll see, or sorry, 1.9 billion that has been burned. if we see another 100 million that's burned, then we're looking at about 2 billion that we have burned so far. Obviously, you need to see a lot more that's going to be burned. And yeah, that's awesome that he created it. That is amazing that he created it to track this. Happy Caddy Crypto. Happy Caddy burned this much. Binance users, unknown user. It's like you have an Excel spreadsheet here. That's pretty cool. I like it. I like it. Happy Caddy Crypto. If you're watching, if you do watch, this website is awesome. I like it. I like it a lot. When staking is re-enabled, who is everyone going to stake with? Not sure. Maybe Happy Caddy Crypto. You could stake with him. I'll do it. It's not Happy Caddy's site, but he is associated with it and he endorses it. It was created by the Luna community, a member that wants to remain anonymous. Okay. All right. Okay, perfect. Well, it's still a good site and it's still great to be a part of. So, yeah. It's a great website. One of his members created it. They also will be staking Lunic as soon as they are approved. What's up, Matt? Hope you're well, bro. I'm doing pretty well. I can't complain. You guys are right. Lunic to $1 when? I can buy some food. It's probably going to take a little bit for that to happen. We do need to see some variables play out, but that's we'll see how that does play out in the future. If it plays out fast, or if it's something that happens in a number of months or a number of years. Always says positive things about you, Matt. I try to be positive, so hopefully people say positive things about me. There are people that say some really negative stuff about me, and it's okay. I'm not going to sit here and say negative things about them too much. But there are people that really say negative things about me, and most of them are untrue, because some people make fun of my physical appearance, and it's like, okay, my physical appearance is my physical appearance. That's true. But most of the things that people say when it's related to my character, how I conduct myself, simply not true. Matthew Perry, what about a Lunic burn channel? So there is a Lunic burn channel. I don't want to take away from his thunder. Happy Caddy Crypto made a Lunic burn channel, and he's doing a great job in creating a ton of videos. I don't know how much he's burning, but I think what he should do, that somebody should mention, is probably create memberships so that people can become a member and, take $1 and, even if video is not created, which I think videos will continue to be created, he could burn off that revenue as well. And from what I understand, in his country, taxes are a lot lower than what I would have to pay in taxes. So it makes sense for him to continue with an 80-20 split rather than a 50-50 split. So it's perfect. I've been following the journey and watched a lot of channels. I'm kind of guessing 10 cents within 12 months, $1 within 2 years, $10 eventually. Haters gonna hate. Matt is the best. Thank you, DJ Trev. Thank you. I see that you hit 600 subscribers. That's a great milestone. If you guys want to go and subscribe to him, get him to 700 subscribers, that would be amazing. DJ Trev's Market Talk. Feel free to go and subscribe to him. He has a lot of stuff on cryptocurrency as well. Talks about Luffy token, talks about Shiba Inu and Lunic at times, and just a lot of great stuff. So go ahead and check his channel out. If you like him, give him a subscribe. If you don't like him, then you don't have to subscribe. You can just watch one of his videos and go on about your day. That's what's great about YouTube, right? If I don't physically like somebody, the way that they speak or hold themselves or whatever, I just don't watch their content. But other people, if they don't like somebody, they will like, attack them in a big way. And I hate to see that, especially with, other channels that I'm watching. I go through the comments and they're like, you freaking suck. I've been watching you for a year. It's like, why have you been watching somebody for a year that you think sucks? Like, what are you doing? Like, don't you have better things to do with your time? Like, I don't understand why. Happy Caddy Crypto is doing the membership. It just started. You two should talk. Yeah, we have talked, not verbally, but messages back and forth. So it's good that he's doing the membership and all of that. That's perfect. Now, once the staking will be re-enabled, can we stake UST also, or just Lunic? I'm not sure. I would probably refrain from staking UST right now. I mean, it would be great if they had a plan to stake UST but hold it for a long period of time. So you restake it, and then we know that people are holders, because the problem with getting UST back to normal. So obviously they have a $10 billion debt within UST, but you don't need to spend $10 billion in order to get UST back to a $1 price point, right? You just need a massive amount that's looking to hold the position, and you may end up spending way less than $10 billion there. You may spend $500 million, but you know that people are going to sell at the top or sell at the whatever point they feel is the top. Because they're going to buy now, and then they're going to triple or quadruple their investment, and they're going to say, you know what? I'm going to get out of this position. But if you have people that hold the position, knowing that this will play out in a big way for Terra Luna Classic and UST, then we could see UST get repegged very, very quickly, because everybody's holding the position, and they're forced to hold the position because they're staking it for a certain amount of time. Maybe like if you stake it for a year, this is the percentage that you'll get paid out, because putting 500 million versus putting 10 billion, you can basically say, all right, well, $500 million will go towards the payouts at the end of this whole thing, and a whole $1 billion is the total, which $1 billion is a lot, but you can find a way to structure that to make everybody happy. Did CZ already talk about Terra Luna Classic? No, he did not. We did listen to his live stream or his spaces, and he was asked 5 questions, which he took most likely, I would say, an average of 10 minutes to answer each question. And that's with one question basically being 20 or 25 minutes long, and everybody just kind of, falling off into space or something. I don't really know, because I wasn't focused on it at all. But CZ did not talk about Terra Luna Classic. I thought he was, because obviously you have 20, 30 plus, or even more people that are all about Lunic in there, that are looking to answer questions or ask questions, but you have 4,000 or 5,000 people in the AMA, and it looked like they were pre-planned questions, because he had the longest answers for everything, which I feel like he might just have long answers for everything no matter what. I feel like if I went and just asked him a question, he could talk forever. Like, have you ever, I don't know if your parents are the same way, but if I ask my mom a question or I'm on the phone with her, I could literally sit there for 30 minutes without saying a damn word, and she would talk the whole entire time. Not saying that it's annoying or anything, because I always like to listen to her, but it's funny to me, because I could literally walk away and do a load of laundry or do anything else, and she's just talking about random stuff. That's basically what I see, CZ doing, is just talking about, he's talking about one thing, but for 25 minutes when nobody wants to hear. Like, he answered it within the first minute and then continued to talk. When does the AMA start? It already started. It's way back when. So if you want to check the first maybe 30 minutes, yeah. CZ can talk for hours. He doesn't stop talking. Yeah, it was a little ridiculous listening to it. So I'm sorry for the clickbait title. We did listen to CZ, but he didn't talk about Lunic. So it's going to be a clickbait title for the rest of the day, probably, rest of the maybe week or so, depending how long this gets traction. You know, you just like your mama, right? I love my mom. I'm not like her. What do you like that? Like you're saying that I talk too much? I don't talk too much. I do give long-winded answers, but not to where I can talk for hours. You should see me at home. I don't talk. Actually, that's a lie. I might be like her. I might be just, you know what? I agree. I might be just like her. If you ask my wife, I might be just like her because we were in the car yesterday and Erica didn't say anything and I was just trying to get her to talk. So no, you don't over explain at all. I'm not gonna take this tone from you. I'm not gonna take this tone. You're here to talk to us, Matt. I try. All right, well, fine. I'll stop talking. No, I'm just playing. I won't. What was the name of the token you created? It was called BTD, by the dip coin. I totally underestimated. Well, I still underestimate the amount of man hours it takes that goes into a coin, creating a coin, the marketing needed behind it to launch on Coin Market Cap, the marketing money needed behind it to launch on other exchanges, the marketing money needed behind it to maintain and operate a website, the marketing money behind it to maintain a Twitter account or social medias. There's just so much that goes into it that it's definitely more work than people think. I don't have that team behind it. Lunatics token does have that team behind it. They have 12 core members that are a part of this, that are doing their part. And it shouldn't be one single person, unless that's the only thing they do. Like if someone created a coin and they have no other things behind it, no other things that they're doing, like say if they work a 9 to 5, then understandable. But if they created a coin and they do all these other things for the coin, but they don't have anything else that they're doing, it makes sense that they would spend all of their other time building and operating and maintaining that coin, maintaining that token. And that's why a lot of these coins are created that are really successful, is because they have all the time to operate, maintain, and grow that coin. But then once you get a following and have to start answering questions and join meetings and all this stuff, you have to have a team behind you. And then they do eventually. A better channel than Happy Caddy Cryptos. Nice work, man. I don't think mine is better than Happy Caddy Cryptos. I think I have my own type of content that I put forth. I think I have my own way of communicating and displaying, my knowledge, and he has a way of doing that as well. And I like his channel. I watch his channel for a lot of information behind it, because there's a ton of information that he goes into that I don't. So I watch his channel for a lot of that, like in-depth, informative information. So if you guys want that, feel free to go and check out his channel, because he does have a lot of great stuff. I'm so sorry, but it's a clickbait, right? It seems that way. Yes. I'm not gonna lie about this. I'm transparent. I expected it to be something more, but now I would have to change the title and thumbnail twice, which is not good for YouTube. You don't want to do that too many times, because then they just completely throw your video out the window. So I have to keep it the same. I was hoping that he would say something about it, just any little piece about it, but he was not asked about it. Yeah, Happy Caddy Crypto is the man with details and technicals. Yes, exactly. It's been almost a week since Lunatics burned coins. What's up with that, Matt? So understand that it's not something where it's labeled as a daily burn, right? They're going to be burning, was it tomorrow? another 50 million. They have to reach a certain threshold in order to burn. From what I understand, you burn coins sparingly, and it's better to do it that way. If you can find a way to reach a certain threshold, then you can not sit here and say that it's going to be a consistent like daily burn, but they will burn, throughout the time of collecting the volume. They're being as transparent as they can be with all of this, and they've already burned, what was it, a total of like $20,000 worth, if not a little bit more than that. But yeah, I think they're going to be doing a 50 million burn on Saturday. I don't know all the details. I'm literally just an ambassador there, but they are going to be burning a little bit more. And you can see here the volume has decreased from where it was at 1 million or so. And you're sitting here at about 263,000 dollars. It's up 53% or 54% in the last 24 hours. And we'll see how this all takes shape. But understand that only 2% goes towards the burn. 4% goes towards rewards, which people are collecting rewards. So let's just keep it up and keep the volume pumping. And once the volume continues to pump to millions and multi-millions and tens of millions of dollars, this is going to be pretty big. I appreciate that you were talking the truth about the clickbait. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm going to tell you what it was and the reason why I'm not changing it, because I would typically change it, but I'm not going to change it because of the fact that YouTube would kill this live stream. I mean, it already got the views that it got, but they would completely kill this live stream if that. You need a collab with Zach Humphreys and Austin Hilton. I don't know about that. I don't think I need a collab with them. I don't know why I would need a collab. I don't think I really need to collab with anybody, but it's okay to collab with people sometimes. I have yet to collab with anybody, I don't think. Yeah, I've yet to collab with anybody yet. Yet to collab with anybody yet. Why did I say yet twice? How much Luna T do you need to receive rewards? I believe it's 1 million. Yeah. It's never going to happen. $1. All right. I always like to see these comments because it always makes me feel, good about positions, because people have said so many things where they're like, oh, this is never going to happen, or this is never going to happen. And it always does end up happening. And no way am I saying that it's guaranteed that things are going to happen, but it's always great to see those comments because it lights a fire under me to show the reasons why that would happen. But, minimum 1 million for rewards. Was going to buy another chunk of Lunic with $800, but now I'm thinking of splitting with Luna T. Thoughts? That's totally up to you. I'm not going to tell you to, buy into a position. I think right now $100 will get you. So say if you buy $100 worth, it will get you about 2 million. So if it's getting you 2 million, that's going to get you rewards. It's not going to get you the max rewards, but it will get you rewards. So it's whatever you want to do. Holding Luna T will get you rewards in Lunic. So either way, you're buying Lunic when you buy Luna T, because as you're getting those rewards, as long as the volume is higher, you're getting a lot of rewards as you hold it. So if you buy, let's say $800 worth of this, you're going to end up getting not of Luna T. If you buy $800 worth of Luna, you're going to get about 8 million, right? And if you buy 400, you're going to get 4 million. But then if you put 400 into Luna T, right, 400 into Luna T, that's going to get you 7 million, which would pay you probably a decent amount, maybe thousands of tokens a day. And depending what the volume is in Luna T, you could see tens of thousands of tokens a day, depending on the holders as well. So rewards and burning Lunic is a great deal, in my opinion. But that's totally up to you. It's totally up to you. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm not going to tell you to buy it. I'll show you what it is, and you make the decision for yourself. I really like listening to Happy Caddy Crypto. He goes into depth on Lunic. He absolutely does. He absolutely does. I was thinking about one BNB's worth. So 200, was it $200? $300. I didn't even know BNB was up to that price. I should have held BNB. It's up to $315 from 200. It's crazy. Seeing Ethereum up to 1,684. Wasn't crypto up to 1.1 million, 1.1 trillion recently? Yeah, it was up to 1.1 trillion. You're seeing Ethereum up 3.8%. If I'm wrong, I'll give you $1 million of my position. If you're wrong, you'll give me, how much do you, like $1 million of your position? Are you, so hold up. Don't say things like that, because you'll probably fall off the face of the earth after that. You'll probably be like, I'm not giving him $1 million. I don't believe that. I don't believe that, because you're telling me that if you make a certain amount, understand that if you give me that, that's, if it hits $1, if you give me that, that comes, you're still going to have to pay taxes on that money. And I'll have to pay taxes on that money, so we'll pay double tax on that money. But I don't believe that. We don't have to settle for any type of bets, because I'm not going to receive that money when it does happen. I would, and even if you would want to send it, you're like, oh, I'm here, I'll send you the money, I probably would just say keep it. Like, I'm not, I'm going to follow you with that promise. I mean, we're here now. All right. Austin Humphreys lost my sub when he was offered the treat token from the eco devs. Yeah, I don't understand. I mean, some YouTubers do not want to be negative about a position, right? And I'm not one of those people. You know that I try and be as transparent as possible. And yes, if it seems like it's FUD to you, like I'm just speaking, from the heart, right? I'm talking about what I see here and everything that has transpired, especially within SHIB. You can't deny that they've done nothing for SHIB. You can't deny it. You can say that they did something for it, but it was all very, very short term. It was short lived. So yeah, it sucks that people will be insanely positive when they know that they should be negative, but they want to be positive because they want to keep their status on YouTube. It's all about YouTube for them, right? Yes, I use YouTube as a 9 to 5, but it's not all about making every single person feel good about what they are holding. It's about understanding the real side of investing, right? You got to understand that there are positives, there are negatives about things, and not everything's going to be sunshine and rainbows around the positions that you buy. It's not. So you have to live with that. And if people are going to pitch sunshine, rainbows, and unicorns and leprechauns and all this other type of stuff, gold at the end of the rainbow, it's not what it is. So anyways, I'm going to get out of here, guys. I was supposed to get out of here 20 minutes ago, and I just realized what time it is. So hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more videos like this one. Thank you to all the super chats that came through. Thank you to the new member today. Thank you for listening to this video, even though there was a clickbait title here that I'm not going to change, but I am very sorry for doing it. I really thought he was going to talk about it. But anyways, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Twitch. Sorry if I didn't answer any of your Twitch questions lately. How's YouTube behaving today? It's behaving pretty good. Also, what's going on here? Did I end the stream? End the stream. Anyways, yeah, check out Lunatics Token. Follow me on Twitter at Perry8K. Make sure you join this this tomorrow. I'll probably be posting a video tomorrow. But anyway, I'm going to get out of here, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.